Hey ladies, we are back in session. I am bringing you our next part in the series of our hack lessons, tutorial videos. I'm just breaking them up so that they're a little bit shorter for you guys to watch and really get a better understanding about highlighting and contouring. So today we're going to be doing and talking all things highlight. That is the shade that is going to match our skin tone the most, and that is going to be basically what people think of as our foundation. I always recommend at least 2 highlight shades. Occasionally I'll recommend 3, it just depends on the person, but we're gonna have the 2 main ones are gonna be a main highlight, which is gonna match our skin, and then we're gonna have a brightener highlight, which is gonna really make certain features of our face just pop and accent them a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with our highlight shades, and I'm gonna do the dot method on this side again, and then I'll use a brush on the other side. I'm gonna get started with my main highlight, which is the one that's gonna match our skin the most, and I'm just going to apply it with my finger, just like I did the contour. I'm gonna apply it everywhere a man's beard would be. And you guys, there is no method to the madness. You can place dots anywhere on your face that you want coverage. It is a-okay. And I'm going to apply it on my chin and above my lip. I'm gonna apply it right here on my cheek. You don't have to. Our cheek colors do also provide coverage. But I love to put it on my cheek just to get a little bit extra coverage and concealing. And then we're gonna put it on our forehead. I'm just gonna do some dots right in here and fill in those gaps. I love to do it on my eyelid because that gives or works wonderfully as an eyeshadow primer. So we'll do some dots there, and then I'm just gonna do a couple little dots on the end of my nose. I'm gonna primarily use my brightener down the center and the side of my nose. So for the other side, I'm gonna be using our buff brush. This brush gives us our most full coverage, but without looking cakey. So I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. You can use any of our brushes to apply our highlights. They all work beautifully. I'm just gonna use the buff just for simplicity's sake today. And I'm gonna do the same thing. My main highlight, it's gonna go everywhere a man's beard would be and above my lip. All right, and we're just gonna kind of blend these out as we go. And then I'll come back and blend out the dot side as well, and you'll kind of see. So I'm gonna stay off of my contour. That's why I start with contour, because our contour shades provide coverage too. They provide coverage as well as accenting and giving shadows. So I don't like a lot of layers. Layers are not bad. You can layer these products. It won't hurt anything. I just like a good natural coverage, and so that is why I do it the way I do. Again, it won't hurt it, but that is just the tried and true method that I have used over the last almost year of using these products. All right, so I applied it everywhere a man's beard would be, on my cheek, kind of up my temple, and then right in this, underneath this triangle area that I made on my forehead. So next I'm gonna take the smaller end of this buff brush and I'm gonna dip into my brightener. This one is going to make our eyes pop. It's gonna make our midline really pop. So again, it doesn't need a lot of product. I'm just going to put dots on my face where I want my brightener, all right? I like to make a triangle. You don't have to make a triangle. That just kind of helps you picture it better, right? I like the brightest point to be midline, so that's why I do it like that. And then I'm just gonna take the edge of that brush and go right in between that nose contour we did with our brightener, all right? So dot, dot, and that same edge that I just used to go in the middle, I like to put a little bit underneath my eyebrow because that's really gonna help accent those eyes as well. Another place I love to put my brightener is right here on my smile lines, okay? And then right above my lip and kind of down here on my chin. So really we're focusing, as you can see, midline with our brightener. And that's really going to help accent these features and bring them out. I love to use my brightener under my eye, But because I have such dark under eye circles, I use my main highlight right under here on the darkest part, because light's not gonna cover dark, right? So, and then I take my brightener and I just kind of blend it out to give it like that pie piece shape under my eye. So I do have a little bit of layering with my highlight shades right here under my eye, but that's only because I have such dark eye circles. Not everybody will have to do this. That's just another little bitty extra step. Doesn't take me much time at all, like you can see, that I have to add in just because I have tired, sleepy mom eyes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start blending these colors out. I'm so sorry about the background noise. You know, it is summer break, so my kids are home. I have asked them to be quiet in the other room and play for just a few minutes while I try to finish up these videos, but we might hear them in the background, and I apologize if so. You know, kids will be kids though, so. And that's part of working from home, is we get, you know, they're here with me, and that's, you know, it's life. It's the joys of this business. All right, I'm just going to kind of dab my nose with the buff brush. I'm just kind of, as you can see, pushing it to blend out these colors without taking away that contour line that I made on my nose. All right, so I'm gonna go back with the detail brush for my contour shade, and I'm going to just push in and upwards to blend my contour out. And that's really gonna help me get that lift that I want. Same thing on this side of my cheek. I'm just gonna kind of push to blend it out and push upwards, all right? And then if you see that it kind of goes out a little bit further, go back with that brush of the highlight shades we were just using to kind of cover it up. And then I'm gonna go with our blush bronzer brush for this side to just really blend out my those cheetah dots that I made for the rest of this, and really blend in the rest of these shades. And then I'm going to go back and pull some of these brightener that I put on this either side instead of going under my eye too and making that pie piece. I'm just gonna kind of pull them down like this to go down the side of my nose and make that pie piece and still give me that bright effect. Same thing down here. I'm just going to kind of brush out these dots, and that is highlight. So now, as you can see, we have our 3D foundation. It is completed, and we're gonna move on to lip and cheek next. So y'all stay tuned for our next tutorial video.